In the business world, it's dog eat dog, and you need every bit of competitive edge you can possibly get. Whether you're a salesperson, an entrepreneur, a small business owner, or corporate executive, you've landed on the podcast that gives you that edge and more. This is the Business Coach Unplugged Podcast. Exploring the strategies, tactics, and mindset shifts needed to elevate your business and leadership skills to new heights. Your host has walked the walk. He's coached thousands of clients to remarkable results and rubbed shoulders with legends like Tony Robbins, Ken Blanchard, Jack Canfield, and Brian Tracy. It's practical advice, inspiring stories, and the occasional dose of tough love, helping you to overcome challenges and seize opportunities. This is the Business Coach Unplugged Podcast. And now your host, owner of Potential in Motion, coaching you to the edge of what's possible, Tom Kelly.
Happy New Year. Welcome to the Business Coach Unplugged Podcast. I'm your host, Tom Kelly. I hope you had a great holiday season and are off to a fantastic start to the new year. This is the time of year when everyone is getting started with their New Year's resolutions. I've been to the gym a number of times since the new year turned over, and I will tell you, like every year at this time, the gym is packed. There are all sorts of people trying to get the year off to a great start with their New Year's resolutions of getting in shape, which I fully support even though it makes it a little bit more crowded at the gym. I will tell you though, in my personal and professional experience, within a couple of weeks, the crowds at the gym will subside, and most New Year's resolutions will be left behind and forgotten. Do you ever wonder why this is? Why is it that your best intentions always seem to go by the wayside so quickly? In today's podcast, I'm going to give you my top 5 reasons why New Year's resolutions almost never work, and what I recommend that you do instead if you want to create some better results in your life or your business. I guarantee that if you make a couple simple shifts that I'm going to cover today, you're not only going to get the year off to a great start, but you're also going to rock your results. So with that in mind, let's get started. Reason number 1 that New Year's resolutions almost never work is resolutions are action-oriented, not outcome-oriented. What I mean by this is a resolution is defined as a course of action determined or decided on. When most people set their New Year's resolutions, they simply determine an action that they're going to take, like joining the gym or growing my business. They don't take the time to determine the specific outcome they're trying to achieve. For example, changing your resolution from joining a gym to an outcome of losing 30 pounds of fat in 30 days is completely different. An outcome has a destination versus just having an action that you're taking. It's also very specific, can be measured, has a date or deadline to it, and there are many ways to achieve it. Also, an outcome is the first step, not the only step to having success. Reason number 2 that New Year's resolutions almost always fail is resolutions lack a powerful purpose behind them. Let's be honest here. Most of us set resolutions simply because it's the thing to do at the start of the year, right? When we come from that place, it's almost like an obligation. Let me ask you, how inspired are you when you're obligated to do something? Yeah, that's what I figured. The reality is the number one reason people don't achieve their goals is that they don't have a powerful reason to. Think about it. When was the last time you accomplished something big? I'm guessing it's when you had a powerful reason to. Whether it's something painful you were trying to avoid or something that you really wanted for yourself, you took action and followed through because you had a reason to. This is the biggest key to your success. Reason number 3 that New Year's resolutions almost always fail is because resolutions usually don't align your actions with your intentions. Sticking with our example of joining the gym, most resolutions don't align actions with intentions. This is mainly because you aren't clear with your outcome in the first place. If you don't know where you're going, you have no chance of getting there. Having a clear outcome that you want to achieve with a strong reason or purpose to achieve it, coupled with a detailed action plan, is what you need to ensure success. Most resolutions are focused on a vague action that takes place, like joining the gym or improving my marketing or making more money. And once that action is taken, that's it. The key here is to align your daily actions with your intention or outcome by breaking down the steps and taking consistent action on your plan. Reason number 4 that New Year's resolutions almost always fail is you don't track your progress with a resolution. Another key area where resolutions fall short is tracking progress. Since most resolutions are vague, there's no way to really track if you're successful or not. When you can't track your progress, you tend to quickly lose momentum. Once that happens, you become one of the 98% of people who never achieve what they resolved to achieve in the first place. Having a clear and concise outcome that you are trying to achieve allows you to easily track your progress, which ensures that you'll be able to tell if you're going in the right direction or not. Reason number 5 that New Year's resolutions almost always fail is you don't celebrate when you make a resolution. Whenever it's your birthday, you celebrate, right? How about when you graduate, get a promotion at work, retire, or achieve something big in your life? You celebrate that as well. When was the last time you celebrated achieving your New Year's resolutions? That's what I thought. If you want your resolutions to stick, you have to not only celebrate your wins, but you have to celebrate your progress along the way. When you do this, it makes it fun and builds momentum. And when you have a detailed action plan along with milestones that you're tracking along the way, it makes it fun and easy to find things to celebrate. So, just to recap, here are 5 reasons that New Year's resolutions almost never work. Reason number 1, resolutions are action oriented, not outcome oriented. When you don't have a specific outcome, instead just a vague action, your resolution is very rarely going to work. Reason number 2, resolutions lack a powerful purpose behind them. Remember, the number 1 reason people don't achieve their goals is they don't know why they're doing them. So you have to have a powerful purpose and a powerful reason so that it's not just an obligation. Reason number 3, resolutions usually don't align your actions with your intentions. Because resolutions are often vague, you don't have a specific daily action plan that's aligning your actions with your outcome or your intention. And therefore, it's just a wish. It's not really a plan to get from A to B. Reason number 4, you don't track your progress with the resolution. You can't manage what you don't measure. And if you're not measuring something, you can't see your progress. So if you don't track what you're doing, like you do with a resolution, you're probably not going to achieve the outcome. Reason number 5, you don't celebrate when you make a resolution. The key to building momentum, and if you have a goal or outcome in mind, is celebrating your daily progress, as that builds momentum. And most of the time with resolutions, you're not doing that. If you can't tell by now, as a coach, I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions. The main reason is that most of the time they just don't work. In fact, not only do they not work, but they can also sabotage your success and get your year started off on the wrong foot. Let's face it, if you don't have a good foundation and set yourself up for success, you're going to fail. When that happens, most people just give up and lose all momentum and the inspiration to continue. Instead, I encourage you to take a completely different approach. Instead of setting a New Year's resolution, I encourage you to sit down for a few minutes and review last year. What went well? What did you accomplish that you're excited about? What didn't go so well? What challenges did you have that you'd like to overcome? What's one area of your business, or your life for that matter, that if you upgraded it would make a huge impact on this year? Taking the time to do this will give you a great foundation for setting some goals that will have a big impact going forward. Now that you have a solid understanding of what went well and what didn't go so well last year, I have a question for you. If I could wave a magic wand and make one area of your business or your life perfect, what would that be? What exactly would you like to achieve in that area? What does success look like for you? When do you want to have that by? This should help you set a solid, meaningful goal for yourself. Just to be clear, a solid goal is one that is specific, time-bound, and trackable. As I always say, clarity is power. So the more crystal clear you are with your goal, the more likely it is that you will achieve it. The big difference maker for you now that you have a solid goal for yourself is to set your purpose. Why is this a must for you to achieve? This is where most resolutions fail. We typically don't accomplish what we want or wish to do, but rather what we must do. Write down all the reasons why you must accomplish this goal. Next, answer the following 2 questions with as many answers as you can come up with. What will I gain from accomplishing this goal, and what will it cost me if I don't? These 3 questions will help you get laser focused on your purpose for achieving the goal, which, by the way, is the number 1 reason most people don't achieve their goals. They have no solid reason to. Next, you need to break down your goal into daily action steps. You have to align your actions with your intentions and take massive action on a daily basis if you want to succeed. Skipping this step turns your goal back into a wish, and for the most part, wishes never come true unless you take action. So break down your goal into daily action steps and then make sure that you schedule them. This is a key step that people almost always skip. If it's not important enough to make it into your daily calendar, you're not going to take consistent action on it. Finally, if you want to have fun while you're working towards your goal and build momentum, then you have to track, measure, and celebrate your progress. Tracking your progress on a regular basis will help you to stay accountable and also allow you to see the progress you are making. Then you can celebrate by giving yourself a pat on the back, rewarding yourself with something you enjoy, or even sharing your progress with a friend or accountability partner. The key here is that when you celebrate something, you feel good. And when you feel good, you'll do more of what you just celebrated. That will help you build strong, consistent momentum. Now, this may seem a little bit overwhelming, but I'm here to help. Would you like to have someone walk you through this process so that you can come up with something really powerful and meaningful to focus on? If you do, I offer a complimentary coaching session where I'll spend an hour with you over the phone. You'll walk away with a powerful goal, a compelling purpose, and an action plan that will get you where you want to go. Sound good? If you're interested, simply head to my website at www.businesscoachchicago.com, scroll down to the bottom of any page, and click on the link to sign up. By taking stock of the previous year and focusing on what you really want, your goal, why you want it, your purpose, building a plan to get there, aligning your actions with your intentions, and tracking your progress and celebrating your wins, you'll rock your resolution this year. So that wraps up today's podcast on why New Year's resolutions almost never work and what to do instead. If you follow these simple key distinctions and shifts, you'll be off to a great start and will rock your goals for the new year. If you found today's episode useful, you can also access a number of free resources that will help you improve your business as well as your leadership on my website at www.businesscoachchicago.com. Also, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn as I would love to connect with you. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, please click the subscribe button, leave a review, and of course, invite your friends to listen in as well. I'm Tom Kelly, and until next time, enjoy your week.
You've been listening to the Business Coach Unplugged Podcast. On this highly useful podcast for people in the business world, you get the absolute top-notch info from an absolute pro on how to elevate your business and your leadership skills. Tom Kelly owns Potential in Motion, coaching you to the edge of what's possible. He's also a professional speaker and leadership trainer. He's worked with some of the biggest names in the coaching business: Tony Robbins, Ken Blanchard, Jack Canfield, Brian Tracy. To sign up for a complimentary coaching session and to access some great free resources, hit the website at businesscoachchicago.com. Your success is not just a possibility, it's a certainty. See you next time on the Business Coach Unplugged Podcast.